Hi, my name's Valerie Mahoney, and I'm an attorney with Grossman, Young & Hammond, and this is my horse, Twilight. As an immigration attorney, immigration is my passion. However, as a farm owner and longtime equestrian, horses were my first love. So, in the interest of combining my two passions, I'm going to be doing a video series on the intersection between immigration and the equine industry.
To start, I wanted to cover a breaking major policy update in Florida that's already impacting the equine industry and overall agricultural and transportation sectors. As of August 25th, 2025, Florida has officially converted all 23 agricultural inspection stations into immigration checkpoints. This change, unfortunately, is in response to the tragic crash on the Florida Turnpike, which resulted in multiple fatalities. These stations used to focus mainly on stopping the spread of agricultural pests and diseases, but now they're going to take on a new role in that they are being used to enforce immigration laws, with officers working under ICE supervision. Now, when you pull up to one of these checkpoints, in addition to the usual inspection, such as checking for health records, looking for pests and signs of disease, and making sure that the vehicle is safe for the road, the agent will also be checking the immigration status of every person in the car. To do so, what they're going to do is they're going to verify the immigration status, check for fraudulent documents, and in situations where the driver has a commercial driver's license, a CDL, they're going to assess the English proficiency of the driver. This policy is framed as a public safety measure in reaction to the tragic accident, but it's already it's already raising concerns about racial profiling, overreach, and economic disruption to an already affected agricultural industry. Currently, if one of these checkpoints is open, all vehicles transporting horses, cattle, livestock, plants, produce, or any other regulated agricultural good, as well as trucks, vans, and trailers where the cargo area is not visible, must stop for inspection. And commercial drivers, especially those who have a CDL license from the states of California or Washington, should expect additional scrutiny. Even drivers who have legal status, you may face additional delays in document checks. Unfortunately, this is going to impact already affected farmers who are reporting labor shortages as fear spreads amongst the migrant worker community. This will also significantly affect the equine industry, which relies heavily on interstate transport and immigrant labor, especially as stables begin shipping horses to Florida for the winter season. So to prepare, if you're a driver or employer that will be affected, you should first ensure that all documents are valid and accessible within the vehicle. This includes the health records for horses. This includes a negative Coggins test for each horse being transported, the CDL license of the driver if they have one, immigration documents, and proper identification for every individual in the vehicle. In cases where there is a CDL, the driver you should review the English proficiency requirements, as officers may conduct verbal assessments. You should plan ahead. Delays in the transport process may occur, which means adding additional time to your travel schedule to avoid impacts to potential race schedules, breeding timelines, show participation, etc. You should know your rights and remain calm during the inspection. Don't argue, run, resist, or obstruct the officer, even if you believe your rights are being violated. And don't lie about your status or provide false documents. Employers with employees that may be stopped for the inspection, you should also maintain updated I-9 forms, have emergency contact lists for all employees, and train your staff on how to respond to enforcement actions. So, if you have any questions or concerns as to how you or your business may be affected, your I-9 records, or planning for any enforcement actions, please contact our office. And thank you so much for watching, and please stay safe out there.